Hello, hello. हेलो 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 हेलो
गुड मॉर्निंग एंड बहुत तेज हो रहा है, बहुत तेज बज कर दिया ना। Good morning and a Good morning and a very warm welcome to everyone present here. When human curiosity meets technology intelligence, research does not merely advance knowledge, it transforms the way we think, innovate, and shape the future. It gives me immense pleasure to privilege welcome you all in International Conference SmartCon 2026 on the theme The Role of AI in Shaping Scientific Research, Emerging Tools, Evolving Trends, and Transformative Impact. Hello. Hello. आ गए. The moment has arrived to welcome the distinguished personality who have graciously joined us for this important academic occasion. Good morning and a very warm welcome to everyone present here. When human curiosity meets technology intelligence, research does not merely advance knowledge, it transforms the way we think, innovate, and shape the future. It's given me immense pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to the International Conference SmartCon 2026 on the theme the role of AI in shaping scientific research, emerging tool, evolving trends and transformative impact. I, Rashi Paliwal, on behalf of JNCT Professional University, extend my heartfelt and gracious welcome to all our esteemed guests, honorables, respected seniors, principals, distinguished faculty members, researchers, scholars, and my dear students. Today, we have gathered not merely to discuss artificial intelligence, but to explore how AI is redefining the every landscape of scientific research, how emerging tools accelerating discovery, how evolving trends are opening new avenues of innovation. and how this transformative technology is shaping the future of knowledge. This conference brings together curiosity, expertise, research, and innovation under one platform. It is an opportunity to exchange ideas, challenge conventional thinking, and envision new possibilities where human intelligence and artificial intelligence work together to create meaningful impact. With a great enthusiasm and immense pride, I once again welcome you all with this intellectual, enriching, and inspiring gathering. Let us begin with this remarkable journey of knowledge, innovation, and transformation. A very warm welcome to the International Conference SmartCon 2026. Now, lightning symbolize knowledge and knowledge improve generation. When the lamp is illuminated, the darkness of ignorance fades and the brilliance of wisdom shines forth. भारतीय संस्कृति और परंपरा के प्रत्येक शुभ कार्य में का शुभारंभ ज्ञान, विद्या और बुद्धि की देवी मां सरस्वती के आशीर्वाद से किया जाता है। इसी पावन परंपरा को आज हम आगे बढ़ाते हुए मां सरस्वती के आशीर्वाद और ज्ञान के प्रकाश के साथ इस प्रतिष्ठित अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन का शुभारंभ करने जा रहे हैं। The ceremonial lighting of the lamp is not merely a tradition. It represents the awakening of knowledge, the pursuit of wisdom, the spirit of innovation, and the hope for a brighter future. Now, I humbly invite all our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward and grace the lamp lighting ceremony. Symbolize the illuminate of knowledge, wisdom, innovation, and new possibilities.
तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमाम् आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीमभयदां जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्।
Thank you all. The lighting of lamps symbolizes the victory of knowledge over ignorance, wisdom over uncertainty, and innovation over limitations. A lamp may be small, but the light it creates can illuminate countless paths. Before we proceed further, let us seek blessing for wisdom, clarity, and successful accomplishment. To invoke the divine blessings of Lord Ganesha, the remover of all obstacles and the symbol of wisdom and knowledge, we now present Ganesh Vandana. I now request everyone to kindly enjoy this graceful presentation.
लाल चढ़ायो अच्छा गजमुख को, दो दिल लाल बिराजे सुत गौरी हर को। हाथ लिए गुड़ लड्डू साई सुरवर को, महिमा कहे न जाए लागत हूँ पद को, लागत हूँ पद को, लागत हूँ पद को। जय 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 गणराज सुरदाता, तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा मन रमता। जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव।
What a beautiful and auspicious beginning. Great leaders not only grace the stage, they inspire generation through their vision, values, and contribution. Now I respectfully invite all our esteemed dignitaries to kindly take their seats on the dais. Welcome you, sir. An international conference is enriched not only by its theme and academic deliberation, but also by the presence of the eminent personality, distinguished minds, inspiring leaders, and respected guests who bring with them experience, expertise, vision, and inspiration. With this thought, we feel truly honored and privileged to welcome our esteemed dignitaries who have graced this international conference SmartCon 2026 with their valuable presence. It is therefore our privilege to formally welcome the distinguished dignitaries who have graciously joined us today. Now, it's my privilege and honor to welcome our esteemed chief guest. Now, may I request and invite our academic leader, Dr. Govind Bhargav, Sir, Vice Chancellor, JNCT Professional University, to kindly welcome our esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. Raghuveer Singh Tomar, Director, Indian Institute of Scientific Education and Research, IISER, Bhopal, as a token of our respect. Thank you, sir. Sir, we deeply honored by your gracious presence in this international conference. Your presence adds immense academic value and distinction to this gathering. Now, for proceed further, an institution and the heart of any conference is its speaker, because speaker do more than delivery lecture. They challenge our thinking, they introduce new perspectives, and sometimes a single idea can change the direction of entire research journey. May I invite Dr. Mohit Pandya, Registrar JNCT Professional University, to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Dilip Singh Sisodia, Sir, Professor and Head, Department of National Institute of Technology, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Thank you, sir. A conference becomes truly meaningful when knowledge meets experience and expertise mean new perspectives. We are honored to welcome our sir, and we are delighted to have you with us in this international conference and look forward for benefiting from your academic and research insight. Now, a successful conference is never created in a single day. Behind every successful conference lies a vision, months of preparation, countless conversation, and a team committed to bringing that vision into a life. And every such journey has someone who helps turn idea into reality. We now invite the person who has instrumented in bringing this academic vision to this platform. May I now invite Dr. Anamika Saxena, Professor JNCT Professional University and convener of the conference, to deliver the welcome address. Welcome you, ma'am.
Respected Chief Patron Sri Jainarayanji Chokse sir, our esteemed Vice Chancellor Dr. Govind Bhargav sir, distinguished Chief Guest Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar, Director ISER Bhopal, our Registrar Dr. Mohit Pandya sir, respected dignitaries, esteemed Speaker, Advisory Board, distinguished key faculty member, researcher, delegates, scholar, student, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm and pleasant good morning to everyone present here. I give me immense pleasure and privilege as the convener of this international conference to extend a heartfelt welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries, speaker, researcher, delegates, faculty member and students who have joined us this prestigious academic gathering. JNCT Professional University Bhopal has organized this two-day international conference on role of AI in shaping scientific research, emerging tool, evolving trends and transformative impact. With the valuable support and sponsorship of Madhya Pradesh Council of Science and Technology, Bhopal, artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming the way we explore, analyze and innovate. Its applications are extending across diverse disciplines including science, engineering, technology, pharmacy, healthcare, management and allied sciences. At the same time, its responsible and ethical application remains equally important. I am delighted to share that this conference have received an overwhelming response with more than 500 participants joining us through both offline and online mode, and more than 150 abstracts received from researcher, academician and student representing diverse area of research. The online presentation session have been successfully completed. Today we are conducting the offline technical session, including oral and poster presentation, providing an excellent platform for researcher and young scholar to showcase their work and exchange valuable ideas. We are also privileged to have distinguished panel of national and international key speaker and expert, including eminent academician, researcher and professionals from diverse fields. Their valuable knowledge and experience will undoubtedly enrich the academic deliberation of this conference and provide new perspective to our participants. Tomorrow we will have two remaining expert speaker sessions followed by the valedictory ceremony and award distribution ceremony, where outstanding and oral and poster presentations and other significant contribution will be recognized and honored. The objective of this conference is not only to discuss emerging AI tool and technologies, but also to promote knowledge exchange, interdisciplinary collaboration, research networking, and future scientific innovation. At this moment, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our respected chief guest, Dr. Raghveer Singh Tomar sir, our Vice Chancellor, Govind Bhargav sir, Registrar sir, Dr. Mohit Pandya, Board of Academic Advisory Board Member, Distinguished Key Speaker, Executive Committee, Organizing Committee, faculty colleagues, staff member and student volunteers. Their valuable guidance, encouragement and dedicated efforts have made this international conference possible. Introducing our distinguished chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my proud privilege to introduce our distinguished chief guest, Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar sir, ISER Director, ISER Bhopal, and Professor in Department of Biological Science and eminent academician and researcher in the field of biochemistry and molecular biology. Professor Tomar has made significant contribution to scientific research, education, and academic leadership. Sir, your distinguished presence is a matter of for all of us and will undoubtedly inspire our faculty member, researcher and young scholar. On behalf of JNCT Professional University Bhopal, the organizing committee and all the participants, I extend a very warm and heartfelt welcome to our respected chief guest. Sir, with these words, I once again welcome to all distinguished dignitaries and participants and wish the international conference a great success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
A university is more than its building, laboratories, and classroom. It is a community of people who believes in leadership, innovation, and the courage to explore to unknown. It's now my privilege and honor to invite our academic leader, patron, Dr. Govind Bhargav sir, Vice Chancellor JNCT Professional University, to address the gathering.
Very good morning to everyone sitting on the dais and off the dais. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar, Director, ISER Bhopal. Our Director, Professor R.S. Mishra and Registrar Dr. Mohit Pandya. Professor Sisodia from NIT, Raipur. Our keynote speakers whose pioneering vision and leadership in artificial intelligence and research set a high standard for our deliberations today. Distinguished delegates and researchers who have traveled from near and far to share their groundbreaking findings and interdisciplinary research. Our organizers whose tireless dedication made this international conference gathering a very successful. Our principals, our director, our dean academic, faculty members, and other staff of JNCT Professional University, a very warm welcome to all of you for that international conference on the topic role of AI in shaping scientific research, emerging tools, evolving trends, and transformative impact. We are honored to gather brilliant minds from the different places to explore how artificial intelligence is redefining the boundaries of discovery, innovation, and scientific research. Thank you all for being here. Let us begin a truly inspiring conference. As we know that artificial intelligence is revolutionizing scientific discovery and innovation by transforming traditional research methodologies and accelerating breakthrough across disciplines. By harnessing advanced technologies such as machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, and robotics, AI enables scientists to process vast and complex database sets with unprecedented speed and accuracy. This paradigm shift from hypothesis-driven experimentation to data-centric discovery allows AI to uncover hidden patterns, generate novel hypotheses, and automate repetitive tasks, thereby enhancing research efficiency and creativity. Today's discussion will provide a great occasion for all of us to exchange ideas, share insights, and explore new partnerships. Thank you all. I wish a very productive and inspiring conference. I thank you, MPCST, also for sponsoring this international conference. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your words and valuable source of encouragement for everyone associated with this conference. And you have given idea about the importance of AI with human research. We now come to one of the most distinguished moments of today's inaugural ceremony. Science has always progressed when human curiosity dared to explore what was previously unknown. Today, artificial intelligence is opening another such frontier. To guide us through these evolving landscapes, we are privileged to hear from a distinguished leader in the field of scientific education and research. It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. Raghveer Singh Tomar, Director, Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, IISER, Bhopal. Professor Tomar is an accomplished academician, researcher, and administrator. He associated with one of the premium institutions dedicated to excellence in science, education, scientific research, and interdisciplinary exploration. His distinguished academic leadership and association with the scientific community make his presence particularly significant addition to this conference. And there could be no more appropriate occasion to hear from a distinguished academic leader who represents the spirit of scientific inquiry and research excellence. Sir, we deeply honor to have with us today. May I respectfully invite Dr. Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar, Director, IISER Bhopal, to to address this gathering and share his valuable thought. Welcome you, sir.
First of all, very good morning to all of you. And it's really a great pleasure for me to be here today. I've not gone to entire campus, but when I entered, this is perhaps one of the best campus where students can get inspiration not only from teachers, also from nearby village. I must congratulate all of you, all the students, whatever conference we do, right, meeting we do, whatever infrastructure we develop, this is all for you, isn't it? It's not for us. We are basically service provider for you. Okay, so you must feel proud of you that you are in a very vast place. Let's make use of all this infrastructure, expertise, teachers, other people working for this whole campus. So you must not underestimate your strength. So this is my message to students. See, quite often we forget that whatever we do for students. Okay, so I must congratulate all of you. And I also must congratulate, or rather I should, the teachers of this institute, that you have a very good students here. So take care of all students so that they become the scientists in years to come. It's my privilege, of course, that I'm here today, and must thank all of you to, that you invited me to address this gathering. So see, I am not a speaker, which like to speak something, which is non-scientific. Okay, so I am basically teacher. You must consider myself more of teacher, less of administrator. See, I have been teaching ISR Bhopal for last 18 years. Just I not teaching currently for a couple of months because of other responsibilities. But I love students, interact, listen their questions, and go to classroom. My expertise in basically majorly area of biochemistry, molecular biology. Okay, and that too in science part. If you look at the science part, science is never ending process. Okay, so science can happen, even very small place. Okay, so not only you don't think that ISR Bhopal is the world class in terms of infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure of course you need, but first thing science has to come here. Okay, so all of you, all the students, is message to you. Please think anything that you think scientifically. Go beyond books. See, books are written by someone, right? So when you come to classroom, you should ask questions, okay, to the teachers, and that's where teacher and students both flourish, both progress. If you don't ask question, then neither teacher progress, neither you progress. So this is the again message to all of you. Anyway, this is the wonderful conference in modern time, that our day-to-day life dependent on AI, right? Even anything we do is we had to adapt technologies in our benefit, whatever we do, okay. So technology is very, very important. We must make use of it. So this is very good conference that is being organized here in JNCT Professional University, starting from today to 22nd, okay. And that too, it is supported by MP government, right? This is again very wonderful opportunity. The government supporting us to organize such a beautiful conference, which is required, okay. So at the outset, of course, I would like to congratulate the JNCT Professional University entire community, and organizing for this is very good conference, of course. I'm particularly also pleased to note that participation of distinguished national and international speakers from diverse background. We have today with Dr. Dilip Singh Sisodia, Professor and Head NIT Raipur, Mr. Mahendra Joshi, Sales and General Manager and Corporate Trainer Bhopal, Dr. Harshvardhan Tiwari, who is an educator, researcher, also is part of this conference, and Dr. Kuldeep Ganj, Principal and Professor, Sagar Institute of Pharmacy and Technology, Bhopal, is also part of this conference. we are really thankful. I mean, we must be, thankful all these JNCT people who have brought these great people to make use of their expertise, and during interactions, students can make use of their knowledge. Dr. Rahul Kumar Chaurasia, Associate Professor here in Manit, Bhopal. We are thankful that he is part of this conference. Dr. Max Crusoe, again, leadership and executive coach as Luna Executive Coaching, China. He is also part of this conference. The presence of experts and representing, as I already said, academia and industry professional, they are here so that students can learn more and more from them. So again, my message basically, I emphasize more on students, please make use of this entire set of people who are going to be part of this conference, which is happening in JNCT Professional University. I hope that deliberations during these days, going to benefit all of us, not only students, researchers, all community members of this university. And with this, I must thank JNCT Professional University and the organizing team for convening this important conference. I extend my best wishes to all the distinguished speakers, researchers, faculty members. I mean, you just heard, right? There are a lot of programs are actually, going to be here, poster presentation, oral presentations, and during interactions, during lunch, breakfast, all that basically belongs to this conference. So make use of all these events, again, to message to students. I'm also confident that this conference will contribute meaningfully to advancing AI-enabled scientific research, of course, no doubt about it, and the innovations for sustainable, right? Please note down, for students, social development, right? There is no end for social development. Whatever we think, whatever we do, we must vision the application, right? So whatever events going to be here, think beyond that. Why be doing such an important conference? There are questions. It's not that something we speak here is all end of the world, right? There are questions on the technologies. There is a scope of, improving further, so that our life becomes much more, comfortable, and of course, contribute to the development of not only university, to the entire nation. So we must think that way. With these words, I wish the international conference role of AI in shaping science research a great success. I like to here also say a small, although, I already said many things. If you permit me 2 more minutes. How many of you students come from village here? You come from village, right? Okay. And how many of you come from city? Okay, great. So, that's good, a mix of people from village and city. So, I like to say that just for motivation, basically what I'm saying, trying to say that I studied in a village. Where even teachers were not there. Up to 8th, 9th class, I was in a completely village. Probably your village may have electricity. But even today, my village, although we say electricity everywhere, even now, electricity is very poor. Light will come sometime. So I studied in a village, okay? But, again, message to students that please dream big. Please dream, no obstacle in your life. Learning can happen from a small room. So never ever underestimate yourself. Think big, and you think you are the big scientist. You are a big professional. You can, think yourself. Don't restrict your thinking. Dream and go ahead. Teachers are there to help you. Entire university is basically for you, all of you. Think big, okay? So this is my message to you, and make use of all the expertise that teachers and administrators university here. And also, see, in the modern time, there is no restriction to reach out to people. Old time, difficult to reach to people to learn something. Now you have very good devices, computer, mobile. You can reach to anyone in the world. Whatever questions that you have, learn that and go ahead. Okay. But however, make use of such devices. This is the major challenge. I'm not saying that we are making bad use of devices. Make use, not misuse. Okay. This device, very small device, which is also AI enabled. Make use of that. Okay. Restrict yourself, which is something not going to be beneficial to you. use device very meaningfully so that we become more stronger, more knowledgeable, and contribute not only to our personal development but also to the growth of the country as a whole. Okay. So with this, I must thank you all and also must congratulate entire JNCT Professional University for organizing such a wonderful conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the insightful words. Your address has provided us the valuable perspectives of opportunities, possibilities, and responsibilities that come with the growing integration of artificial intelligence into scientific research. I am sure your thoughts will continue to resonate throughout the deliberation of this two-day international conference. Research begins as an idea becomes a question, and a question becomes an investigation, and eventually research becomes knowledge that can be shared with the words. We now come to an important milestone of today's conference, the release of conference abstract book. The abstract book responds the collective intellectual contribution of researchers and participants who have come together on a common theme. May I request our distinguished dignitaries to kindly join for the release of conference abstract book. Thank you, dignitaries. This is not simply a book. It is a collection of question, possibility, and research journey. Let us celebrate this moment with a big round of applause. Recognition is the greatest motivation, and honoring someone reflects the respect for their contribution. Today, we have privileged to receive the time, knowledge, and presence of some truly distinguished personality. It is now our honor to express our gratitude through the facilitation of our distinguished guest. Now, I request Dr. Govind Bhargav Sir, Vice Chancellor JNCT Professional University, to facilitate our chief guest, Professor Dr. Raghveer Singh Tomar Sir. Thank you, sir. Now I'll request we have our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Dilip Singh Sisodia, Sir, Professor, National Institute of Technology, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Sir, we are grateful for your presence and look forward for your valuable academic insight. May I request Vice Chancellor Dr. Govind Bhargav, Sir, to kindly facilitate Dr. Sisodia, Sir. Recognition may take only a moment, but the respect behind it lasts much longer. Thank you, sir. As we approach the conclusion of this inaugural ceremony, there is one and very final important expression that complete every successful beginning. Gratitude to our dignitaries, gratitude to our speakers, gratitude to our participants, gratitude to the organizing team, and the gratitude to everyone who has contributed directly or indirectly to making this conference possible. To formally propose the vote of thanks, I invite Dr. Ravi Shankar Mishra, Director, JNCT Professional University. Sir.
Respected Chief Guest, Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar Sir, Director, IISER Bhopal, respected Dr. Govind Bhargav Sir, Vice Chancellor, JNCT Professional University, our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Dilip Singh Sisodia Sir, Sri Mahendra Joshi Sir, who is coming, eminent academicians, researchers, delegates, principals of various domains, faculty members, and my dear students. A very warm and heartfelt good morning to one and all present here. It's my privilege and honor to present a vote of thanks at the inaugural session of the International Conference sponsored by Madhya Pradesh Council of Science and Technology on very highly relevant theme, that is the role of AI in shaping the scientific research, emerging tools, evolving trends, and transformative impact. On behalf of JNCT Professional University, I extend my deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Professor Raghveer Singh Tomar Sir, for gracing this occasion. And sir, your presence and inspiring words have added immense value and significance to this academic gathering. I extend my sincere thanks to our respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. Govind Bhargav Sir, for his guidance, encouragement, and support in organizing this important international event. My special thanks to distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Dilip Singh Sisodia Sir, and Sri Mahendra Joshi Sir for accepting our invitation and sharing their valuable perspectives. I'm sure that their insight will definitely inspire a meaningful discussion and new direction in the research during this conference. I would also like to appreciate the effort of our convener, Dr. Anamika Saxena, the organizing committee, faculty members, staff, students, and volunteers who have worked with dedication to make this inaugural session meaningful. To all the academicians, researchers, industry experts, delegates, and participants who have joined us from the different institute and from the different places, I extend a very warm welcome and sincere thanks. Your presence truly gives us a conference international character. The theme of this conference reminds us that the artificial intelligence is no longer only a technological tool, it is becoming a powerful partner in scientific discovery also. As an educator and researcher, our responsibility is not only explore what AI can do, but also to ensure that it uses ethics, responsibility for the betterment of the society also. I firmly believe that these 2 days will provide a wonderful platform for the knowledge sharing, collaboration, networking, and new research opportunities. Let me conclude with the thought AI can accelerate our journey, but the human wisdom must decide the direction. May this conference become a meaningful step toward creating the innovative ideas, impactful research, and collaboration that contribute to the development of our nation. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the distinguished dignitaries, speakers, academicians, researchers, delegates, faculty members, and students for being a part of this important occasion. Thank you very much for your gracious presence and valuable support. Have a fruitful and enriching conference. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. With this, let us leave this conference with at least one idea that we did not have when we entered this hall. On behalf of JNCT Professional University, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our distinguished dignitaries, researchers, academicians, delegates, students, and participants. Thank you for being a part of this significant academic gathering. The inaugural ceremony conclude here. Have an intellectual, enriching and memorable session for next 2 days conference. Jai Hind. May I request all of you to proceed for a group photograph. For this, now I request Dr. Meetu Singh ma'am, Dean Academics, JNCT Professional University, all head of the institutions and organizing committee member. Please kindly join all of you for the group photograph. I request all the researcher, students and scholars to be in the hall for our next session. स्टूडेंट्स आप लोगों को कहीं नहीं जाना है वी डू हैव की नोट स्पीकर सेशन विद इन 5 minutes. Respected dignitaries, esteemed speakers, academicians, researchers, and delegates, welcome back to the next session of our international conference. I hope you are refreshed and ready for another engaging and insightful academic session. We now move towards our keynote session where we will hear from distinguished professionals and academicians who bring rich experience in their respective field. It's my honor to introduce Dr. Dilip Singh Sisodia, Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science Engineering, National Institute of Technology, Raipur. Dr. Sisodia brings with him more than 24 years of academic and research experience, with his research primarily focused on artificial intelligence, machine learning, anomaly detection, and biomedical data processing. He has published 145 plus research article in reputed Web of Science and Scopus Index publication, along with 6 Scopus Index research book and 3 Indian patents. His research excellence has received global recognition and he has been consistently listed among the world top 2% influential researcher from 2025 to 22 to 25. His research has received 41,000 plus citation with H index of 30. He has also successfully led major sponsored research projects sponsored by organizations including ISRO, ANRF, DRDO, and DST, and has guided several PhD scholars in the field of machine learning and artificial intelligence. His academic and professional contribution have earned him several prestigious awards and recognitions. He is Fellow of IE India and IET, a senior member of IEEE and ACM. Respected delegates, with such an accomplishment, academic and research journey, we are privileged to have Dr. Sisodia with us today. Sir, we look forward to hearing your perspective on this occasion.
First of all, I express my sincere thanks to the organizer for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share some of my thoughts with the participants, especially those young students are attending this conference. So thank you very much, and thank you to Professor Anamika Saxena for inviting me and giving me opportunity to meet my very old friend Professor Ravi Mishra sir. So thank you very much. And the title of this conference is like very exciting for me, being a faculty, being a researcher. So nowadays this is a mandate to all of us. This is mandate to all faculty members for various reasons, like institute prestige is decided by the number of publication, quality of publications, or other research outputs. At the same, funding is also secured through, if you don't have good publication, then chances are very less unless you have some novel idea. So research nowadays, to survive in academic field, research is mandatory. So thank you for selecting this topic. At the same time, this is very challenging because speaking on application of AI, for that matter in any field, not only in research, because nowadays everybody is seems to be AI expert into their day-to-day work. Okay, so here the focus is only how we can use these AI tools, or which is available. A spectrum of tools are, the whole spectrum is available for each and every phase. So we'll try to keep our discussion only to those tools, how they can assist us in the process. So the title of this talk is like from questions to discovery. As during the introduction, madam was saying that the question is more important, and the question will, the right question will decide the good research. If your question is not good, you will not get the answer. Now everything is available with these AI tools, and day by day we are getting, every day we are getting something new. Okay, and recently, even in past week, you may have heard about the new versions of this Kimi, DeepSeek. Few days before, we have discussed that was in the news, like this mythos, fables. Okay, so every day we are getting some revolutionary models. They can do anything which is impossible, next to impossible, can be done with the help of these mythos, these AI tools which are available nowadays. But the important thing, the same tool, everything is available with AI, but how to take the advantage, it will depend on your, how you crafted your question, how you write a prompt in a specific context. On the basis of your question, like the same the question can be crafted in different way. So nowadays so first of all, this today's agenda for this talk is limited to this whole talk is structured like without including the jargons or some difficult terms which require the further clarification. So it's totally like foundation, then the AI powered research journey, and publishing smart and ethically, as well as the visibility, how we can make the visible, and what are the different trends. So now this like AI is adopted in all walks of life, whether you like or not like. There are many critics of AI. Okay, AI will do this, AI will do that, like this. But whether you like or not like, you cannot ignore this AI revolution. If you will ignore it, you will be completely ignored. So many times, especially students are attending, so every time whenever I used to visit many institute, interacts with BTech students, those who are pursuing their BTech in artificial intelligence, machine learning like branches, but they are only pursuing the degree. They are not pursuing the knowledge up to that extent. That extent means how this artificial intelligence field is revolutionary. So every time, like AI will do this, AI will replace human being, or AI will kill, or AI will eat our jobs, like this. These questions will remain forever, but there is no choice. We have to adopt, we have to learn the AI. And you may be surprised, then first time when calculators were introduced, so there was a demonstration in universities, in US universities. This calculator will make dumb students. When computers were introduced, so there was a huge protest for computers. They will create, they will generate the unemployability, they will like replace. The same time, every time if technological intervention is there, so different perspectives are there. Some will adopt it, follow it, and some will oppose it. So now how this AI adoption is increasing day by day. This data is old, and based on the survey, answer IO. एक research tool है, so they conducted this survey, and this 57% use AI in 2024, and the same will increase 84% in 2025. So this percent earlier, this AI tools were used in different, the whole research cycle is there from problem formulation to the experimental design. So there are various stages, and this earlier this AI was used it only for literature survey or like compilation of the if it is not feasible in a limited time that you can read 100 research paper and make the summary or make the literature review, what they have contributed, what are their limitation. So, but consistently more than 75% researchers are using these AI tools for different stages of AI research. So, and this shifting, this mindset shifting, whether we should use, it's a depend on how we are using the system, because ultimately this is technology. It's a depend on like there is a gun, there is a knife. So it's not a fault of knife or gun, how we are using it. Okay, how we are using that tool. So it the same is applicable with the, so 51% researchers are using this AI only for literature review. 46% were using for writing editing. Writing editing means like in non-native, generally research is communicated in English language. Most of the research is communicated in English language. Most of the journals are English, but the English is not native language for all of us. So we use like we prepare some draft and we take the help of some like Grammarly or some sort of tools. Nowadays this LLMs are also performing good. So 46% researchers are using for writing and editing, but now there are many tools are available which is going beyond to the this only literature review and writing and editing. So now the question is very valid that how we can use, how effectively we can use these tools and techniques in our research. So before starting this AI, what is as we have seen that the growth of this AI is phenomenal, and but this AI is not new. The first time this AI was introduced in 1956. First time this artificial intelligence was introduced in 1956. Okay, and from 1956 to date, there were many winters of like means a cooling period. There was no research for at least 8 to 10 days, 8 to 10 years, and after 8 to 10 years there was some path breaking research. Okay, so without going into detail of this technological detail of this because this is not the scope of this talk. So consistent effort of this AI, and there are two aspects of anything. One is technological contribution and another is the popularization of that technology. So AI gained this public attraction or like public attention after ChatGPT. Okay, so this ChatGPT was introduced in way back in November 2022, and within a 1 week this ChatGPT gathered the subscriber base of what this Instagram and the other popular Netflix and other popular platforms have took a time of 1 year. So what it means? It means this application was very much needed, very much helpful, and I can give a guarantee everybody, every one of us is using either ChatGPT or other sort of tools in our day-to-day life. Okay, but the journeys of AI was not smooth. At the same time, you maybe remember in 2024, the Physics Nobel Prize and Chemistry Nobel Prize. Anybody is aware who got the Physics Nobel Prize in 2024? And for what? Chemistry Nobel Prize in 2024. And for what? Coincidentally, both Nobel Prizes were awarded for AI. So now the question is how AI is related to physics, how AI is related to chemistry. So first Nobel Prize was uh, this John Hopfield, Professor John Hopfield and Geoffrey Hilton. You may be heard about those are from computers. So you probably you have gone through the lectures of these two professors, Geoffrey Hilton and Professor John F. Field for John Hopfield for their uh, fundamental contribution, because the contribution was already there. Hopfield network is like 20, 30, 40 years old, but it was not linked to the up to what extent it can be applicable. Like same thing, this medicine Nobel Prize, fasting is like a very old concept, ancient concept in our India, but the modern medical science realized the effect of fasting, how fasting can be used to control the cancer like disease. So the same. The second Nobel Prize was given for AlphaFold. So there was a big problem, like big problem is the knowing the protein structure for drug discovery or to accelerate the drug discovery process or to design a new drug or such type of kind of research was very time consuming, lot of efforts are required. So there is a one company which is known as a DeepMind, okay, Google's company especially for developing such types. So DeepMind, and the scientists from this DeepMind developed an application. One was for AI fundamental contribution, the second was for AI application. So for this AlphaFold, now AlphaFold can predict any known or unknown protein structure within a few minutes. So the problem, the huge problem was solved. What will be the real-time advantage of this technology? Now research is accelerated. Now those medicines, those diseases were taking too much time. Now it is we can. So there is a prediction like this Bill Clinton and this Bill Gates, they are running a foundation. So there was an interview of Bill Gates, and he clearly told that after 2030 the disease will be our choice, whether we want to be disease or not. So how this AI is changing. So in the same time means these are the major incidents where this AI, otherwise AI was related to, some people thought that AI is computer science subject. AI now in NEP mandate, it is clearly mentioned that you integrate this AI into your all curriculum, whatever courses you are offering, whether pharmacy, whether geology, everywhere you must integrate this artificial intelligence. So by why I am citing all these reasons, you can understand the importance. AI is not subject at all. It is like a computer. Earlier computers were introduced in school. Now AI is introducing in school. Okay. You may be, if you'll check, then in every school, government school, private school, otherwise previous the computer, study of computer was like 11, 12th. Now from class 1, class 2, students started learning Python, and Python is from class 6, but started learning computer. So the impact of this technology and this research is not an exception. So the same time, there are many ethical questions are arising, because if we'll check the how this AI help us in this research. So AI cannot be substitute. What people are doing, they are delegating their responsibility to the AI tool, and the problem is created. Okay, because AI cannot be your substitute. AI can be your tireless research assistant. It can assist you, like if you have research assistants, they can work for you 8 hours per day. If they are very dedicated, 10 hours per day, but AI tools can work for 24/7, 365 days for you. So it can be a tireless research assistant. It can do whatever, like suppose I am a professor, many students, scholars, research assistant, research associated, or research associates project, BTech students, MTech students are working with me. So what we'll do? We'll delegate some, like you just study, read this paper, okay? You do this experiment related to their expertise, their domain. So here we can delegate the different components of research to the AI tool. AI can be act as a thinking partner, not the thinker. Thinking partner, not your replacement. Okay, remember, like you cannot whatever AI, because you will check every AI model is disclaimer. This output is generated by, and it may be wrong. Okay, so it can be your thinking partner. You can some basic tasks you can delegate to it, and in spite of a powerful tool, it can be a wrong. So first we come to the paper, means why we are, everybody is interested, especially in academic institute. Like when we joined the academic, there was no research. Okay, in fact, for a long period of time, myself was not aware about the research. Why we are doing this research? What is the meaning of this research? What is the output? So this is the case. It will depend from culture to culture. Research is like the factual investigation of anything in different fields. The way of doing research may be different. Then the documentation of your process, how you conducted this, what was your idea, what was the limitations, and everything is well documented and communicated in form of a research paper. Okay, then this research paper is sent to your peers, your experts for peer review. They will check it, like the peer review can be conducted in different ways. They will check it. It will depend on the reputation of the journal, publisher. So they will check it whether you have your research have concluded it is valid, scientifically valid, or whatever assumptions you are making, these assumptions are correct, your experiments are correct, everything is reproducible. Then based on their expert review, this paper is accepted and published. This so-called, I have published this much paper. This is the process. So like a paper is in general, it may not universal, but in general, the paper structure is like that. There will be some title, some authors, abstract, some keywords. So it can be indexed properly. So you can find it. If you have written a good paper, but keywords are not good, you will not able to, or search engines will not able to trace that paper, and it will affect the citation. Similarly, there are different structures. So writing a paper is not this topic, but in this way, the different parts are there, like how to select the title, author, how to write the abstract, and this introduction, methods, results. So in every section, so to develop such type of article, which we have seen in the previous slide, different sections, deciding the different section, like you have written everything, but you are not able to give a proper title. What should be the proper title? Title means this title will communicate what exactly you did. Like I have selected a title for this talk, okay, and that title should reflect the content of this task. If the title is different, I am like casually we can use for this timing, but the content is different, so title should be match with the spirit of your the overall spirit. So what is the problem with the current manual workflow, or this manual workflow? As we have seen that there different stages are there. So this manual workflow is slow, because till date we are doing this research manually. Still we have to put our efforts. Okay, so this slow, limited scope, months of reading, and fragmented coverage. For example, I want to do some research in particular area. Like suppose I want to do research in visual question answering system, or for that medical visual question answering system, or for any other topic. So what should be my approach? Manually, if I will do, I should first, what is the current status, what type of research is going. So totally the result will depend on my exposure, what type of search I have to conduct, from whether the Scopus abstract indexing database, or from for how many years I have to cover, how many keywords I have to include. So there are, and again the whole process is repetitive. In one iteration, so every time I have to put. Then if some papers are, I have to go through manually each and every paper,
Okay, and paper sometimes may be of 10 page, 5 page, sometimes may be of 20 page, and I have to do this task for 100 paper, then it's very, the process is slow, means it will take time to make some conclusion, and this will be the way. So how this AI tools or this AI assistive tools, they can, the same task can be done like there is a one tool which is known as SciSpace. How many of you use this SciSpace? So you just, if suppose you want to understand 100 papers, then you just upload these 100 papers related to that topic in that tool. Okay, that tool will summarize these papers. It doesn't mean that you blindly believe on that summary. The summary may be wrong, okay, but it will assist you, means your task which was time consuming, it can be reduced to limited, so it can fast, comprehensive, like manually I can do 100 paper but not 1000 paper. But the tools can also cover the 1000 paper. So at the same time, it may be comprehensive, weeks of focus analysis with broader coverage, and but this this shifting from the manual workflow to the automated workflow or AI based workflow, it is not the replacement at any stage. Something can be automated, partially it can be automated, so we can take the help. So like these are the ways how we can do it, and how this research assistants will work. So from the first spark of our curiosity, our question about any discovery or any research, means what questions are coming in our mind, to the ultimately searching and publishing the research based on those questions. So AI plays role in some stages partially, in some stages fully, and in some stages not at all. Okay, so there are the different stages, means this is again subjective, the stages may be different for different, but these are considered as a general generic stages of doing the research. So it will start from the ideation. Ideation means like I have shared, suppose from any field to any other field, students are doing some work. So first, like they will get the idea, and what we'll do otherwise, we will consult our teacher, supervisor. Consultation is not like overlooked here also, but again we have to go, we have to find. So what existing research already have been completed. Suppose I have searched 10 papers, but I have skipped one paper, and that one paper was the already covered what I am thinking. Okay, so means to find the to cover the all the related research article, to find the identify the research gaps, and generate the new hypothesis. New hypothesis means what are the what we are going to do in this research, and refine on the basis of this hypothesis. Hypothesis means like what questions we are going to address, and based on this hypothesis we define the exact research problem statement. So then we will start discovery. Once we finalize the topic, then we will start searching. If we have searched 10 papers are there, but if we'll go through this 10 paper line by line, it may take time. So there are AI tools are available which will prepare summary for us, and quickly we can understand. If required, like this summary is not conclusive, or we are not getting what is intended, in that case we can refer that particular paper or that particular paragraph or particular section, but by and large they will presented a very well summarized results for us. Like आपके पास अभी जैसे जनरल उसमें हमने 5 पेज का कोई लेटर लिखा है, but 5 पेज is not permissible, so what we'll do, write it into brief, so the same idea can be condensed in 1 or 2 pages. So same sort of. Then for analysis, support data modeling and pattern discovery, and then we can for writing we are using it for a very long period of time. जैसे ग्रामरली हो गया, एक पैराफ्रेजिंग के लिए टूल्स यूज करते हैं हम, वो पैराफ्रेजिंग ने मीन्स स्पेशली इन इंडिया आपको मालूम होगा कि एक कॉन्सेप्ट एक चलता है टॉर्चर्ड फ्रेजेस like artificial intelligence. If this artificial intelligence is coming in plagiarism, it doesn't mean you change the meaning of this artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will be recognized as a artificial intelligence. You cannot write something else. इसको बोलते हैं जो paraphrasing tools होते हैं, they are simple. Their job is only to give you the alternative synonyms. Okay, but if you use something else, then meaning will be. So tortured phrases are the one of the biggest reason of paper attractions. People are using like they are using some paraphrasing tool and just to avoid this plagiarism. So yes, structuring the content to write in a proper way, okay, and edit, cross check. Like sometimes we receive the comment like this paper should be checked with some native English speaker, and we'll start searching for these services. Their charges is too high. We cannot afford actually. If for one paper they are taking 60,000, means their charges are in dollar, 60,000, 70,000 for only English editing. So now this problem is more or less 75%, 80% sorted. You just dropped your idea in rough and similar for this sharing, citation, or there are many tools like your paper will be converted into video. So it is very like nobody will read nowadays. Students are not reading the book. Okay, researchers are not reading the research paper. So like they will convert your whole paper in a video quickly, and that video out of that video there will be a reel sort of video. So in 5-10 seconds it will communicate the gist. Very attractive. Okay, so these tools are available for everything. Okay, so like if we want to do the brainstorming like we'll hit and try with multiple phrases, multiple topics. So like otherwise what we'll do, we'll discuss ki this can be the problem, this will be the right word. We have to combine this technique with this technique, then it can produce the better result, whether this combination is available or not. So this process means whatever we do is known as brainstorming. So like what we can do nowadays. So for finding the research gap, stress test of your idea, whether what we are thinking is valid or not valid, whether it has already been done, covered, partially covered or fully covered. So the same thing can be done like this. There is one search engine which is known as Perplexity. So Perplexity, with whatever it will generate, it will be based on some research. So like Google will also generate Google will also search for you, but Google search is like some general search. Yes, Google Scholar will give you the article. So similarly, the Perplexity AI, it's like conversational research with live verified by citations. It will give you all the details. We are also using this normal ChatGPT, Claude. Yes, for most of the work, these tools are also working, but they are not specifically designed for research. They are general purpose tool. So their output may not be very much like research centric, or yes, most of the time, because itni in-depth research har koi karta bhi nahi hai. So the purpose, most of the time their purpose will be served by ChatGPT, or like there are many models are there. Most of the, how many of you have the subscription of this ChatGPT Pro or Claude Pro? Subscription, free nahi, आपके पास है. So what is the difference between subscription and free version? Is there any difference between subscription and free version? Means whatever response you are getting, free version response is different from subscription? Yes. So the point is like these tools are like, they are only, you can say the something which is very primarily surface, these are available free. But if you want to, suppose like you have a subscription of this Claude AI, okay, and you want to use the Fable, किसी ने यूज किया है आप में से Fable अभी? Fable 5 model for anything? So like you have subscription of Claude, full subscription, either it may be 20x or it may be Pro, and you want to use this Fable model, then you have to take the extra credit. Every time you have to pay it. Why? Because that model is very much capable only for very complex tasks. So in most of the cases it is not required, in some of the cases it is required, then you have to pay. So the point is that the tools are available, but they are like whatever they are, their output is generated. I said that their output is generated depend on your question, your prompt. Their output is also depend on your subscription, which model you are using. Okay, so sometimes like these are the some tool. Suppose the visual learning is also very effective. Like if somebody will give us in form of mind maps, so it will be very easy to remember. Like suppose hundreds of distributions are there. You may have heard about the different types of distribution. So we are familiar with 4 or 5 distributions, okay, like data distribution. So this Poisson distribution is there, Gaussian distribution is there, but you will be surprised to know more than 100 distribution. Even in fact I was surprised when I checked that hundreds of distributions are there, and there is a dependency. Like this distribution can be with slight modification, this distribution can be generated from this distribution. So if the same thing will be presented in form of mind maps, जैसे हम स्कूल में पढ़ाई करते हैं तो हम नोट्स बनाते हैं, वो वॉल्स पे मैप बना लेते हैं कि ये टॉपिक इस पे ये डिपेंड करता है, इस पे डिपेंड करता है, like so the same thing can be done. So how we can use these tools? So like suggest 10 PhD research topic in particular field, like as I said in VQA, include research gaps and possible data sets. Okay, so there will be some output of this prompt, and the output will vary from this to this and some other specifically designed tools. Okay, and the next prompt is based on the research in this, identify potential research gaps, unexplored direction suitable for PhD level research. So what is this? What we are doing? These 2 prompts are like the manual brainstorming. So similarly, we can design multiple prompts and check the output, whether whatever we are getting, we will weighted it, whether it is relevant, not relevant. But like we have given a prompt and any AI model है given a output, और आपने उसको submit कर दिया अपने supervisor को या अपनी committee को. Okay, so it will not serve. This way, like this is the only help you to faster the brainstorming process, so you can generate the all possibilities quickly within a 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, in a limited period of time, but it cannot be substitute of your brain at all. If you are writing this first prompt and taking it as a, oh, okay, final. Okay. So like why this old way, why we required it all? So 3 million plus new articles are publishing every year. It is very difficult, like what we are thinking, probably when we will start next week, and when you start searching, it happens many times to us. Like what we are thinking, we will do this work, okay? After completing this work, we will start this work, and when we start this work, start checking this work has already been published. So suppose you have started your work, PhD generally takes 3-4 years. Okay, so after 3-4 years, if you are writing, communication is delay, so probably your work may be. So how we can be updated? So the huge amount of articles are publishing, 3 million plus new articles are publishing every year, including all. It's significantly reduced when we move from, and these weeks of time is required for manual review time, and this means a one person, how many papers can review? Okay, it cannot be an unrealistic number. As a human being, you cannot look, somebody will say that, write a paper and say that I reviewed 1000. Many of theses, if 250 papers are written, out of these 250 papers, 200 papers student is not aware. They have just only for the sake of writing, they are mentioning as a references. The same thing is happened with research article. If 100 references are there, I can give you a guarantee, exceptions are always there, some may be authentic, in most of the, only the artwork. सबको मालूम है कि ये पेपर लिख रहा हूं, इसमें वो साइटेशन होता ही है क्योंकि वो बेस्ट पेपर है. ओके, सो दे विल ब्लाइंडली. सो मैन्युअली वी हैव लिमिट्स. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ सिस्टम्स, manual extraction, what AI review actually saves, like 4 hours manual extraction. So the 4 hours can be substituted by 30 seconds. If our prompt is good, then we can do. So if you are able to review 50 papers in a week, you can review the 500 papers with the help of. So आपका scope कितना बड़ा हो गया? Otherwise, you are limited to 50 papers. Whatever conclusions you are drawing, you are writing, was based on those 50 papers. Okay. So, there are, you may be heard about this Elicit, Perplexity, एक search engine है, not this Consensus and Scholarcy. किसी ने भी कोई भी tool use किया है इसमें research के लिए? Most of the are BTech students, so they are not concerned. Which one? पेपर पॉल यूज किया है आपने. पेपर पॉल तो एक पूरा प्लेटफॉर्म है, वो सारी एक्टिविटी को एक साथ क्लब कर देता है. सो this Elicit, there are different tools like stage wise tools. We will also demonstrate a paper poll video here, like how all these things can be integrated into one platform. There was earlier this Editage is a company, and that Editage company was main task was to improve the English. Okay, so now because they have expertise in their domain, they understand every year thousands of papers they are receiving for this, so they have developed a tool, okay, integrated tool, and that tool will do each and everything. So these are like this Elicit. Did you ever use this Elicit for a specific purpose? No. So this Elicit is used for not only Elicit. There are this is like if 10 tools are available, so we have to include any one. So based on like this its popularity, it's not like Elicit is superior just because of its popularity. So how this automates the review without exact keyword matching, one time 5,000 search credits on the means there are free plan, paid plan. You can try the free, but there is as she is saying that there is a difference between free and paid. So the same thing is here. Okay, and upload and summarize. Suppose you have identify one paper, so you will upload, it will summarize the paper. The same for this Consensus. So Consensus is like extract the evidence base address and evidence based answers directly from the paper. Suppose a paper is there and we want to ask one question. So your answer should be grounded in that paper. Okay, that answer should not be general. Like these models are trained. So these are the models. आप कुछ भी पूछेंगे आंसर देगा. There are very few cases जहां वो मना कर देगा कि no, I don't know this answer. This is beyond my scope. So here हमारा क्वेश्चन स्पेसिफिक टू दैट पेपर, दैट सेक्शन है. सो वॉट एवर आंसर इट विल जनरेट, इट शुड बी ग्राउंडेड समवेयर इन द पेपर, ताकि वो मैच करे. कि आपने पूछा कि हाउ मेनी डेटा सेट्स यू यूज. सो इफ समवेयर इन द पेपर इज रिटन 3 data set, how many data sets were used in this paper? So 3 data sets were used in this paper. These 3 data sets were used. What models were applied for the experimentation in this? So it will tell you what parameters have used. It will tell you parameters. So it's simplify. You are like rather than reading, you can directly ask the questions. So it's the same thing. So the like abstract benefit of doing all using this it will escape the linear search. Linear search means मैं ये paper पढ़ूंगा, फिर उसके बाद ये paper, उसके बाद ये paper. So what they will do? They will do the parallel searching, 500 article, 50 articles, 15 articles. So the number of articles can be summarized, can be synthesized in a one goal. Okay. So these AI augmented network mapping, like they visualize the citation. Citation means this paper is cited by this article, this new article. So suppose I am studying one paper. So how many papers were cited? How many papers were cited this article? So obviously it is but natural that obviously these papers were related only in most of the 99%. If papers were related, then only it will cite to the paper. So from that citation map, we will get the idea of other related papers. So how will we start from one paper? How many other papers have cited these papers? We'll go to there. How many other papers have cited this paper? So in this way, it will give you this the AI augmented view authors and everything. And we can use this like Research Rabbit is very popular for this visual literature mapping. जैसे मेरा ये objective है, which papers are mapped to this, these connected papers. This is also visualized for 50 papers. How these 50 papers are connected, lit maps. There are many, means these are some popular tools. It doesn't mean that these are only these tools are exclusive. Every day new tools are coming, but these are some popular. So most of like primary work we can do with the free version. For detailed work, sometimes it required some models required subscription, some may not required, but generally the subscription based models are more reliable as compared to the free models. So these, with the help of these tools, what we can do, we can visualize your literature total. Means suppose you have reviewed the 100 articles, so you can summarize them. What was the limitation, means how we'll conduct the literature review. So obviously we will find out what problem was addressed by this paper. What were the limitations, previous limitations, existing challenges which were addressed, क्या method use करी उनने, what was their method, or what is unaddressed. Future scope जिसको हम बोलते हैं, future scope means what further investigation is required. So this task can be done. So you can there are multiple options are there. Inter paper titles, sometimes paper titles are like you will find that many paper titles are more or similar, so the search may be distorted. So you can use the DOI. If you are using the archive server, so ArcXI, you can use ArcXI ID. You are aware about this? What is this ArcXI? XIV? One thing is like paper is published in some journal or some conference proceeding. But you have written a paper, generally conference proceeding, good conferences may take some time. Journals may also take some time. This time may be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year or 6 months at least. So these archive service, these archive servers are available. Not only this, there are many other like IEEE also provide this facility. So what you can do, you can upload their paper there. You can upload your full paper. So what is the advantage of this? Your work will be credited to you only. Otherwise क्या होगा, जैसे suppose आपका पेपर अभी under review है and like in an institution or any lab we are working, multiple people are working together, so it can be misused. So this is very popular, especially those who are participating, because in artificial intelligence most of the research is published in conferences, or conferences like not this type of conferences where 1,000 people, even India, from whole India 5-10 papers are qualified for those conferences. 20 papers are qualified only for those conferences. Because in artificial intelligence, most of the research are published in conferences. Means whatever new finding is there, it will be published in conference. So this ICML, such type of conferences where thousands of participants, like मेले में लाइन लगती है ना, ऐसे वहाँ पे जो रिसर्चर हैं, गूगल है, जो बड़ी बड़ी कंपनी है, एंथ्रोपिक है, those who are doing. So इतना अब उन पेपर्स को पब्लिश होने में टाइम लगता है, उनका रिव्यू होता है, बिकॉज उनका जो क्लेम होता है वो पाथ ब्रेकिंग होता है. मैं अभी आपको स्टोरी सुनाऊंगा कि किस एक आइडिया कितना रिवोल्यूशनाइज करता है। कितने लोगों को ये मालूम है कि अभी तक एआई, जैसा मैंने कहा आपको, 1956 से एआई कर रहे हैं, एआई चल रहा है, एआई एज ए सब्जेक्ट चल रहा है, स्टूडेंट्स आर स्टडिंग दिस एआई, बट व्हाई दिस एआई गेन पॉपुलरिटी इन लास्ट 10-15 years ओनली? व्हाट वाज द बॉटलनेक? कुछ होंगे ना यहाँ पे, एआई के स्टूडेंट्स भी होंगे। व्हाट वाज द बॉटलनेक? व्हाट वाज द हर्डल, मेन हर्डल? एंड one paper revolutionize. Did you heard about this paper, attention all you need? जिसमें ट्रांसफॉर्मर मॉडल वाज इंट्रोड्यूस फर्स्ट टाइम। ट्रांसफॉर्मर मॉडल के बारे में कितने लोगों ने सुना है आप में से? स्टूडेंट कंप्यूटर साइंस की है कि किसी दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट के हैं? फार्मेसी है, ओके, लीव इट, मिक्स है। कंप्यूटर का कोई है इसमें, कंप्यूटर एआई का? नहीं, क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछूंगा मैं, अगर है तो बता दीजिए आप मेरे। So like there was a bottleneck. Bottleneck was the processing of natural language. The whole AI system was dependent on programming language. अभी जैसे प्रोग्रामिंग की जरूरत ही नहीं है। Earlier the programming skills were the guarantee of the employment. Good programming skill. Now companies are 90% programming is done by this through vibe coding. They publicly admitted, their CEOs, 90% coding is done through this vibe coding route. Okay, so that's why. So there was a one paper, transformer. ये जो चैट जीपीटी है, जिसमें जीपीटी आप बोलते हैं, जो जीपीटी वाला पार्ट है, जनरेटिव प्री ट्रेन्ड ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स. Okay, so GPT is like one variant of this transformer model, but is also, so different companies are using different modification, but their core is same, which is a transformer model. Okay, so you can search with this different ways, like this archive server IDs also will serve the purpose. You can build the graph and like connected papers, build a visual graph. 40-50 paper related works with node side reflecting citation count, like this paper is connected to this paper was cited by this paper from US university. Like there are many parameters, searchable and selectable parameters, you can use them also. Then these are the like after doing the searching and mapping, now we have come to the questions from the paper. So there are many tools, as I given one example, this SciSpace. SciSpace क्या करेगा? It will generate a summary of paper for you. एक chat PDF, yes, this chat PDF will generate the questions of your answer from one paper, two paper or multiple paper. Okay, so you just give your question. If there will be answer in this paper, then it will give summary, like you are preparing a literature review. So literature review में generally student generally क्या करते हैं हम, थोड़ा सा उसका लिख दिया, not, it will synthesize the whole paper, what was its contribution, what is limitation and what is proposed in future. So it will generate the summary of whole paper within a few seconds. So these tools explain are like sometimes it is not easy to follow all the paper, so it will explain, it will highlight within the paper. So sometimes every paper is written, there is a terminology for every subject. If you don't know, like paper is written, we are taking the L1, this function is convex function, so you must know what is L1, what is convex function. Okay, so until and unless we are, every time we cannot search the dictionary and then we can start this, we have applied the L1 regularization technique. So here you must know what is L1 regularization technique, then only you can follow the paper. So what these tools will do, sometimes these tools will explain you in easy language. So this SciSpace, Explainer, Chat GPT, more or less their work is like similar. These are the alternatives for the same type of work. Now, next is like once you know your research question, so now the scope is limited, means we can focus on something. In the previous step, what we are doing, we are hunting, okay, like we are doing brainstorming, we are mapping the literature, we are understanding the dependency. Dependency means this paper was referred by this set of papers, okay, and their summary and all these things. So once your research questions are final, your problem is final, now you can design your research study, okay. So design, here also we can take the advantage of the tool, because the previous two steps were very much laborious, very much time consuming. So these steps were recommended for taking the help of AI assistant tools. Here, like means what type of research we want to do. The research, there are those who are aware about these research methodology techniques. The research may be quantitative, the research may be qualitative. Qualitative means like there is no, in some subjects like humanities, arts, qualitative sort of research, there is no empirical data. In computer science and other fields, there is a data, we conduct the experiment, these are the measures, quantitative measures are there, accuracy ye aaye, precision ki value ye hai, or like there are many measures in other. So what type of research, whether we are taking the qualitative, deeper means like why, it will be based on sample, like we have surveyed 100 samples and we are drawing the conclusion. Like we want to study the food habit of like Bhopal residents, okay, Bhopal residents. So what we'll do, we'll take, it is not possible to visit all the homes, all the persons. So obviously such type of research is conducted through sample survey. So we'll take the sample. So first we have to design the sample. We cannot take the sample from the one university only, from this special university. So this will be the like, it will be the bias sample. So we'll take all status, rich people, poor people, student, aged, okay. So in this way, first sample will design, and then on the basis of these selected samples, so all principles will be applied. On the basis of these selected samples, we'll draw some conclusions, okay. So such type of research are known as qualitative research. Quantitative research, like we can quantify in terms of measures. Some research may be mixed. Some objectives may be qualitative, some objectives may be quantitative. So what AI can, so in this phase, yes, AI can help you, but in what AI checks for you is cognitive overload. Is your instrument too complex, or for respondent, like question, obvious hai, qualitative. So first you have to design the questions. So whether these questions are like invading the privacy of someone, or it is too complex to answer, जैसे आप उनसे क्वेश्चन का टोन तो ऐसा नहीं है, some may take, so it can help to like moderate the question or suggest some type of questions, like it will give you idea, you can customize it your own way, and the like leading language, does phrasing hint a desired answer, like जैसे हर शहर की अपनी एक लैंग्वेज होती है, अपनी एक टोन होती है, ऐसे भोपाल में भी कुछ वर्ड्स हैं, कुछ पीपल विल टेक इट इजीली, रीजन वाइज तो होते ही हैं, कम से कम शहर में नहीं है, सो रीजन वाइज होते हैं, दोज वर्ड्स विल इजीली अंडरस्टैंडेबल, लाइक जैसे कोई सब्जी है तो उसको यहाँ कुछ और बोलते हैं, मैं से छत्तीसगढ़ में आया हूं तो वहां कुछ और बोलते हैं, ठीक है. तो दिस मीन्स रिस्पॉन्स बायस कुड बी, इट कैन सैम्पलिंग गैप्स, सो इट कैन गिव यू means it will help you in designing all these, but not like you cannot delegate your responsibility that I am doing this qualitative research, please decide the sample for me. अब वो sample वो means whatever training they have gone through, your response will depend on that, okay. So like before investing months in a method, ask AI to Atake it means to taste the rigorousness of whatever you have collected, literature review, your problem statement, your questions, okay, your research gap, everything. And suppose आपने एक problem बनाया, अब how you will, आपने बनाया है, if you have written something, means personally you are convinced, then only you have written something. So what we'll do, we'll share this problem statement to someone which is more expert than us, whether what I want to do this work, whether it is valid or not, or whether it is feasible research or not. This research can be conducted in a fixed time, whatever resources is available with me, like this. Now, sometimes students will design a problem like the huge computing. They are not aware about कि the computing is the measure for AI. You can design anything, but how you will use the now computing facilities? Yes, just started. This OpenAI, they are using 200,000 GPUs at least. 200,000 high-end GPUs. Then only they are able to serve. If they are giving result on your mobile, it doesn't mean in background many data centers, many server farms are working day and night, and their server, now India has started under this India AI mission, and as on date, our total compute AI compute capability is only around 50,000. Government is claiming it to 60,000, but some are not functional. So if we take 60,000 as on date, country like India, and only OpenAI sort of companies are having 200,000 GPUs. Means whatever query you are generating, so this much huge capability is required. Okay, so we have to check the feasibility. All like problem है, आपने एक problem statement लिख लिया, but it is not possible. Computation wise not possible. Sometimes like I was attending a one research scholars meet. So we will take this data, this data, this data. Sometimes this such type of data is not possible. Who will give you, like I will collect the cancer data from all patients or some disease related data. Who will share with your data? Some data collection protocol is there. What there is some process like this. So now we'll check the validity, and so like this is our sample prompt. I plan to use this VIT. VIT means not VIT University. It's a vision. क्या होता है VIT का full form? Vision transformer models. Okay, so this is like transformer models are used for text processing. So there is a variant of these transformer models for image processing, which is known as VIT, Vision Transformer Models. So I plan to use a VIT to study VQA. VQA is like a area of research, visual question answering, जहां हम कुछ देखते हैं, जैसे इस हॉल का फोटो है, and now the questions like इसमें how many curtains are there, how many chairs are there, how many persons are sitting like this on the basis of this image. So act as a critical reviewer. What are the 5 most likely criticism of this approach in my field? For each criticism, provide a rebuttal supported by methodological literature. So, if these tools are not available, then what is our conventional way? What is our conventional way? Suppose I have decided I will use this model to solve this problem. Okay, but I have to check the feasibility of my approach. I have to review. So for that, we give presentations, some committees are there. Committee, sometimes the relevant person may be available, may not be available. But here, this will means have a draft methodology for your own first. AI critique is only useful when you have a real position to defend. So it will give you the critical, like yes, VIT has been already used multiple times. These are the results on this VQA problem. VIT has been used. So this research has been done in this year. These are the papers. Okay. So such type of overview it will give. So for data collection, next we have designed the methodology. We have tested our methodology, and these are the tools also. Like हम web scraping करते हैं. Suppose मुझे कॉलेज के रिव्यू लेना है, सो देर में भी मेनी यूनिवर्सिटीज के रिव्यू लेना है. सपोज आई वांट टू चेक द पब्लिक परसेप्शन ऑफ माय यूनिवर्सिटी, सो देर आर मेनी साइट्स वेयर universities review or institution reviews are available. So manually searching and knowing each and every site is not possible. So generally हम क्या करते हैं, we will include some phrases और web scraping एक एप्लीकेशन, एक प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं. सो इट विल स्क्रैप द इंटरनेट एंड जहां भी जो रिलेवेंट यूनिवर्सिटी हम यूज कर रहे हैं, जो टारगेटेड यूनिवर्सिटी है, उससे रिलेटेड पॉजिटिव निगेटिव पब्लिक फोरम में जितने भी रिव्यूज अवेलेबल है या whatever is written about that university, it may be on Discord, it may be on Quora, it may be on Reddit, it may be on Instagram, जो भी publicly accessible है, it will compile. So this such type of tools like this Octoparse, Gretel, Snokel, so there are many tools are available for collecting the data. Okay, so this like coding, सबको web, everybody cannot design the web scraper. Suppose some people are doing, they are very good in chemistry, but they are not good in computer. So now with the help of these tools, you can design the web scraper without knowing much about the coding. Okay, so ये पूरा वेबसाइट्स, जितनी भी वेबसाइट्स हैं, whatever the data is required, so it will gather for you. Similarly, for collecting the samples, for identifying, just suppose I want to do research on diabetes. Okay, so there is one way is I have to collect the diabetic data, and for that we have to design the application. You send to the respondent, there will be questionnaire, doctors and everything. And there are benchmark data sets also. Benchmark data sets are released by hospitals. Anonymous data sets are released by hospitals. So we can search and we can collect all these data set. We can compare in a wait a glance, this in this data set, this much sample is 50 plus female, 50 plus male, and like that the whole sample description can be collected at one place with the help of many tools. These are some. So for similar, then now after data collection, the pre-processing is required. So the pre-processing and for data analysis tools like Python libraries are available for everything, almost everything. So this if you don't have computing facility, this Google Colab is available. So all these are not you can say the AI, okay, but facilities are available. AI is integrated with these applications, so it will help you to organize your research by using these tools. Okay, so like for Jupyter Notebook, so yes, these tools are integrated in this application itself, so they can help you partly in your analysis. So now come to, you have collected the data, pre-processing if required, like data cleaning and the validation check and some analysis you have performed by using the different techniques like computer science में ये Python और ये सब use होते हैं. Other tools SPSS and some other handy tools are available. Those who are not familiar with these libraries, APIs, they can use those ready-made tools. Okay, even in computer science also there are many tools. If you are not good in like H2O, all machine learning algorithms are almost implemented there. Drag and drop, you can simply like drag and drop the data machine. So no coding skill, no API integration is required at all. So now the next step is to prepare the draft of our paper, and for that also this AI can help us. So like how it can help? So first we have to prepare the rough draft. Okay, rough draft means like we have to write abstract ki in this VQA this where this VQA problems were addressed earlier by this these techniques were used, but still these are the like very whatever you understand about this problem, it was addressed by this, but these models were used, but these models were not able to understand this address this problem. So in this paper we are going to use this technique, and these methods were implemented, these results. So you prepare that. So on the basis, like simple, I went to the park, it was nice, I saw some birds, I weather. Okay, you have written whatever coming in your mind, but it should be your original thought. The language, sometimes we are not able to write in proper language, but yes, it should be your original thought. And then yes, this, when you will pass these thoughts to any of the AI model, some models are specifically for research, so it will refine the language of that thought. So here in drafting, there are many repetitions. We cannot, in one run, you cannot write anything. If you totally depend on AI, then your content will be case in the AI content generation. So it will be outright rejected by the publisher. So how to deal such type of problem? It will give you like AI contents are visible. Okay, like those who are doing this work, immediately they will know, tools are also available, immediately they will know that this is written by some AI, not manually. So idea should be your, and then you have to refine in you means what is the required tone. जैसे target audience क्या है, स्टूडेंट कई बार मेल करते हैं, उनका क्वेश्चन सिंपल ये है, दे वांट टू आस्क समथिंग, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल के लिए कि आपके यहाँ अभी मुझे एडमिशन लेना है, तो अभी काउंसलिंग चल रही है कि नहीं, दैट्स इट. ओके, सो वो क्या करेंगे, इसको चैट जीपीटी से लिखते हैं. वो किसको लिखते हैं, वो या तो डायरेक्टर को लिखते हैं, प्रोफेसर को लिखते हैं, एचओडी, यस आई वांट टू डू दिस, काइंडली क्लैरिफाई वेदर दिस सीट इज अवेलेबल, वेदर दिस इज अवेलेबल, हु विल रिस्पॉन्ड यू. ओके, rather than वो simple एक politely, sir, I was not able to clear the exam, GATE exam, JEE, जो भी entrance के तरीके होते हैं कॉलेज में, and I am not aware very much. Kindly can you inform me, or where on your website where this information is available? I am not able to find it. It's a simple response, but they will write the whole page email. Nobody will read that email. email का tone एकदम different है. Kindly clarify, kindly give me. अरे, so point is like whatever task we are doing, for whom we are designing, whether we are sending it to the professor, आपको क्या लग रहा है कि वो वहां फ्री लोग बैठे हुए हैं, आपके इतने बड़े मेल को आपको क्लेरिफाई करेंगे, और आप क्या सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज हैं जिनको ये सब क्लेरिफिकेशन वो देंगे? ओके, सो इट्स ए टोटली रॉन्ग कम्युनिकेशन. द सेम थिंग इन द रिसर्च. सपोज आपके ऑडियंस क्या है, किस जनरल में आप कम्युनिकेट करना चाह रहे हैं, ओके और उस सब्जेक्ट के जो पेपर है, मींस व्हाट इज द रीडर बेस ऑफ दैट जनरल. सो यू हैव टू कीप, व्हाइल यू डिजाइन your draft, you have to keep all these factors in mind. How clearly you are able to convey what is the contribution of this paper. In most of the papers, they will write each and everything, but they will not disclose what you have done in this paper. Means what is your contribution, what is your novelty. So what we can do, we can take the help of, like first we will prepare draft. So this is the level 1, and what will be the activities of level conversational, like conversational and repetitive. What it means, like मेरे दिमाग में जो भी आया, first I will give it to, then it will give some little bit refine. I will check it whether yes, it will be like I am in right direction, not. Sometimes we are too vague that system will not able to understand, or it will understand something else. Okay, so your raw first pass ideas are present, structure is loose. Second is polish, formal tone. As I said, that means first of all you set the tone of the article, and strong academic verbs, like we cannot write anything like क्या बोलते हैं उनको, स्लैंग्स या जो हम नॉर्मल कन्वर्सेशन यूज करते हैं. इट नॉट शुड बी बहुत हाई एंड इंग्लिश में. द सेम थिंग लाइक अपने यहाँ एक जो ऑनरेबल शशि थरूर जी हैं, देयर इंग्लिश इज अ क्लास इंग्लिश. ओके ओके, एवरीबडी कैन नॉट अंडरस्टैंड इट. So it should not like be that. So every word we have to follow, means we have to require the dictionary. So formal academic tone and cleaner paragraph structure. Paragraph should not be longer. So what the point is only, tools are available, many tools. We can do the same thing with the help of ChatGPT also, or some other application. Because ChatGPT is not trained for only scientific writing the scientific, but we have to do At least these 3 levels we have to perform. And now the level 1, the quick, we can ask some new prompts also for refining this. So the level 1, 2 will take some time, and level 3 will take more time, more percentage of time, like advanced hedging, logical synthesis, and means reviewer जो है उसको recognize कर ले, terms कौन सी use करना है हमको, इस तरीके से. So ये these are the tools are available, like ये paper pal का जैसे अभी सर बता रहे हैं, तो this paper pal में trained on millions of academic papers. So tone this is especially trained on millions of paper. So the tone will be millions of paper means only papers published in good journals. Okay, grammar, tone and plagiarism checks, submission readiness reports, but it doesn't means like it is not automated again. Otherwise, those who have paper pal subscription, if I will check how many papers they have published, so it's not, this tool is not your substitute. As I am saying that now, because this phenomena is global, not restricted to one organization. Most of my students, what they are doing earlier, so far I have supervised 8 PhDs. All PhDs are with at least 7 to 8 SCI papers within a stipulated time. Okay. Now, 2 or 3 scholars, they have already spent 4 years. They don't have publication. In spite of knowing all these tools, the reason is what? Mentally somehow, mentally they are dependent. What they are, because they will give whatever you will write, they will. The content written by these tools will not sustain at all in peer review. Immediately, if you are not able to craft it, how you are using, immediately, directly it will be detected by the tools, dash rejection. Otherwise, the tone is detected by the tools because there is no consistency in one paragraph, whatever you are, something else you are writing, in another paragraph, something else you are writing, but we cannot stop anybody using this. Okay. So this is important question. Means it doesn't mean that I have paper pal subscription, so now I will publish 100 paper. No. You can write, but not publish. So your productivity, because supply conferences, I am also associated with this IEEE. So one conference, almost every conference are receiving more than 1,000 papers. How 1,000 papers? Because writing paper is very easy nowadays. You just give a prompt and they will write the paper. I was attending a conference in IIT Gwalior. So 10,000, more than 10,000 papers were there. Is it possible? Who will review these papers? Another university in Chhattisgarh, there was a conference, 3,300 papers were submitted. I just came few days before in Bhopal, so more than 1,000, 2,000 papers were submitted. So what the point I want to emphasize is, ये जो सुविधाएं हैं, ये जो facilities are available in terms of these AI tools, it will help you to write a paper, but it will not help you to publish a paper. Ultimately, that paper must follow a rigorous review process, and your paper should be designed in such a way that it can sustain there. Most of the 80%, 1,000 papers, I categorically asked the question because as a being an executive member, it was a mandate, like how you conducted the review process. So is it possible, like being a faculty member, we are serving for an institute who is paying our salary, can we review the 10,000 paper? We cannot review. So what they use the tool, if there is any flag of AI content, immediately they will reject it. It may be possible that for one paragraph they may have used AI, but rest of the paper may be correct. There is a possibility. We have done the sample check also. So your one mistake can destroy the possibility. So these are the tools like, but again, every step I am giving this disclaimer, these tools are not remedy of research. They are like, they will work like your assistant. Like you cannot, if you don't have any projects, you cannot hire the JRF, SRF, who sometimes you may not get the PhD students. Okay. Or to whom you will delegate your work, because all these things will, we have to work with our regular duties. So in that case, to manage some of our research part, we can use these tools partly, not dependent on these tools. Okay. Like the same thing is with the reference. Even in fact, during my PhD thesis submission, so when I was reading the draft, I came to know that one reference was missing. I have included the whole reference list will be changed. So at that time I came to know about this Mendeley. And this Mendeley, you can delegate whatever paper, books, websites you want to cite in your, you just upload in Mendeley, and if you are developing in Word, then you can add this Mendeley to your Word. The same with the Jotero. The same with the EndNote. EndNote is little bit costly because this EndNote is promoted by this Clarivate Analytics Web of Science. But this Mendeley is free. Within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can learn the use of Mendeley. But it will, like any time you can change your paper automatically. If suppose you have submitted your paper in a journal where IEEE citation format is required, your paper is rejected. Now you want to submit in another journal, now their EPA citation is required. So again you have to change the citation. Here only one click, you just select the EPA style. Thousands of styles are there already. Within a few seconds, your citation list will be ready. Everything. You just, one time you have just to take everything is properly included or not included. Ultimately, this is also a tool. So there may be like what order you want to cite. So probably you may have used, anybody have used this tools for citation management? Just suppose you have used, because so this citation task is done. Okay. So these like a one page summary of different like discovery, we can use this research rabbit, connected papers, visualizing this, it's to visualize the research gap. For extraction, this consensus, elicit, finding the evidence in your data based on the question. Like you are putting a question, so that answer will be grounded somewhere in the paper, in which section, from experiment section, where the answer of this is synthesis. Literature review is not only the summary, it's a synthesis. There is a difference between summarization and synthesis. You have to draw on some conclusion and then you have to write. It's not only simple summary. The literature reviews misunderstand that this is the summary, this paper mein kya kya. You have to draw on some conclusion out of that. And not only from that paper, you have to read all the same sort of paper, and then the concluded fact should be included in your literature. So this methodology ke liye, quantitative analysis, academic writing or references ke liye. So this is the summary of these tools. More time save on the mechanics means more time for the part only you can do, and original thinking, creativity. Why we are saving this time? Because I think I have not included that slide. In earlier, 20% of your time, suppose you have devoted the 1 month. So 20% of that time was available for this part. Which part? Creative synthesis, thinking, and the rest activities, literature review, finding the papers, summary, and the 80% of time is devoted to that part which is not as important. जैसे paper में सबसे ज़्यादा important होता है discussion section, and most of the time we because for discussion we have to devote lot of time. So if you are saving like 85% efficiency gains, and here we can devote 60% of your time for this critical thinking. So the research quality will be improved. Means the time will be same. If you have 1 hour, then 1 hour will remain same. Only the allocation of time, whether we are allocating this time to the manual work, which can be delegated to someone else, and because whatever research you are doing, so the all idea is with you, not the delegated person. Okay, so you can devote the 60% of time. So in this way, efficiency will be improved. So there are many sections, and I think I exceeded the time limit. So I just quickly not go to, I just a few points like, when we submit the, so there are many predatory journals are available. Okay, and you may be aware about this B's list. Predatory journals. Predatory journals means they are taking money and publishing the paper. There is no peer review. They don't have any expertise, and there is no academic value of this. So avoid such type of journals. These are very easy. Okay, today we'll send paper. Tomorrow they will send, or probably today evening they will send you the invoice. 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, 20,000 is required. So there is no value of this. And yes, first we avoid the predatory journal, and then we must disclose the use of AI and where we have used the AI. Okay, for what purpose we have used. Sometimes you are, the general thinking is that we will not, yes, pre-disclosure, like if you are submitting your proposal in Marie Curie or some for any European funding agency. So there is must, you can use AI tools, all permitted AI tools can be used, but you must disclose their usage. Be transparent, so evaluator will not. If there is any confusion, like whether you use or not, the simple rejection, though no answer. वो बोलते हैं ना, पेपर रिजेक्ट हो गया, पेपर सबमिट किया within 8 days. If it is, it's a desk rejection. Without review rejection, desk rejection means there is some problem, serious problem with your paper. So these are the like risk of using this AI tool. Hallucination. Hallucination means whatever you ask, it will give some answer. Whether this answer is some fact based or this bias, it may be depend on the training of the model. Suppose you are relying on science space, how this science space was trained, whether the papers of your area were used in training or not. So these are the general issue. So these are general quality. You may be aware about different metrics are used for like general impact factor. This is the clarivate analytics, widely recognized SCI जिसको हम बोलते हैं. is general impact factor is like many journals are claiming they have impact factor. It is proprietary of clarivate analytics. If your paper is indexed in SCI, then there will be a general impact factor. All general impact factors given by the different publishers are fake. Only clarivate analytics, this metric is their proprietary item, widely recognized worldwide. Okay, and same for this Scopus. So they have their own this site score, and they are using the different. So like Web of Science, Clarivate Analytics, this Clarivate Analytics company, this Scopus is promoted by Elsevier, and another this subscription service is Dimension. So जो आपका impact है research का means ResearchGate, Google, social media में means how many times. So this Dimension is also a very useful. So this is how this is, there is no means relation with the AI. This is only for this Psi may go for Scopus. Means there are different things like what is the importance of H index and all these things. Not yes. Now we are using this Chat GPT. Before there was there was no Chat GPT, so there was a Cygen tool developed by some students, and these more than 5,000 papers have retracted because these papers were generated by this Cygen tool. And probably because this Cygen tool is old, so you may not have used it. But what is its logic? You will give 2-3 terms, and this Cygen tool will write the whole story. And prima facie, if you will not go through line by line, word by, you will not understand कि what is the content. वो जैसे आपने कुछ दे दिया, suppose I am doing this research in pharmacology, yes, pharmacologically this on the basis it will generate. And because in many conferences, substandard conferences, papers are not reviewed at all, so this Cygen generated papers. So there are some like watchdogs, you can say some volunteers who are generating the paper through this Scigen, submitting targeting a particular conference. Conference has published that paper and they have raised the question that yes, so many 5,000, more than 5,000 papers, Scigen generated papers. So this problem is not new. It is very old problem. The tools, because Scigen was limited, वो सिर्फ paraphrasing tool था. अभी आपके पास थोड़ा सा अब it is very difficult. If you don't know in detail, then very difficult to identify whether this research is written by this or this. Okay, एक tortured phrase वाला मैंने बताया, जैसे आपको ये artificial intelligence become counterfeit consciousness. Okay, so just to avoid the plagiarism. So एक site है यहाँ पे this so sources of this tortured phrase क्या है? Text spinning softwares, machine translation artifacts and these paper mills. So एक ये problematic paper screener करके हैं. So if you will find time, then please check it. So you will find a very interesting story with the most of the papers are from India. Okay, just to avoid the plagiarism, they are using anything and like this counterfeit consciousness or yes, like deep learning becomes profound scholarship. If deep learning is catching in your plagiarism, so deep learning is substituted by profound scholarship. Who will understand what is profound scholarship model is used? So this problematic paper screener, there is nowadays it is very difficult to, the retraction watch aside, they report such type of papers. This tortured phrase papers are listed through this site, and now they are also using the AI. They are also this both way AI is used for generation as well as for detection. So another issue is hijack journal. जो clones, more than 2,000 journals are hijack journals, and many people have published their paper in this hijack journal and awarded the degrees. Hijack journal means, suppose if any journal is publishing in print copies only, so they have created their clone, and their website, their domain is registered some countries where law and order is not good, like somewhere in Afghanistan or somewhere in Africa, and it is very difficult to trace them, and they are charging 500 euro, $500, and people are paying and still their business is running. So this is also like hijack journal, crackjack citation. So these are some research issues. Okay, and these are some like your identities, your research identities, and most popular authenticate is your ORCID ID. Whenever you submit your paper, you must include your ORCID IDs. There is no possibility of duplication. Okay, this Google Scholar, Scopus ID, ResearchGate ID, or Web of Science ID, or this Semantic Scholar ID. So many these academic works are tracked through many multiple ITs. So in the last, like India is now major knowledge producer, 1.6 million plus papers published, and India is ranked like fifth or fifth. Now it's third position, okay, after China, USA. But at the same time, means our global research output is 5%. But when we come to the, like the madam has mentioned that I am included in top 2% scientists from last consecutive 5 years. Okay, it's good. But in top 2% scientists, this list is based on scope of citation only. In India, this top 2% scientists, thousands of persons are included. But at the same time, this Clarivate Analytics also release a list top 1% citation, which is based on SCI dataset or Clarivate Analytics. Only 5 to 10 people are there. So yes, your presence in this is also good, welcome, but the more challenging is that. So like we have now our ranking is third, fourth, okay, and third, fourth, plus at the same time in retraction means how many number of, how percentage of articles were retracted if we'll see country wise. So in means such type of articles we are also around 5th, 6th. So having in this top 10 position is welcome, but we should also take care of, means there is a trade-off between quantity versus quality. Okay, so that's why means the reason is that I would also like to highlight that the quantity is not the sole criteria. If your paper is retracted at any point of time, means your future prospects, academic future prospects will be hampered. Okay, so like I want to discuss just this agent based, but I am skipping this. So 5 things worth to remember. AI is your co-pilot, not the, never it will be a pilot. You cannot hand over the plane. Okay, you can take. So original insight, judgment and accountability for research output stay with you forever, always. You cannot delegate. It saves time, not your thinking. So it will save your time, 80% of time. So you can devote 60% of more time in your thinking. So research quality will be improved. There is no right tool for every stage. Different tools are available, but their role may be different at different levels. Ethics and disclosure are non-negotiable. Ethics means research ethics, and disclosure means like for language improvement or for the final draft or for whatever you use any tool, you must disclose it. Start small and start now, like you can try with any of the tools, small activities. So with this, thank you very much for, I know most of the students are BTech students, and I appreciate because these students are also work as a filler if you are organizing a conference and participants are not there. So who will occupy the seats? So coincidentally in our institute also today we are organizing an orientation program, and many dignitaries, our seniors are coming. That hall is 15. I was the student mobilization committee chairman. Okay, so 1500 seater hall, to fill the 1500 seater hall. So what we use generally, this program is exclusive for first year student, but otherwise if such type of program is there, so what we'll do, we'll catch the first year students and ask them to sit. The whole day they will listen what they are saying. So I understand, but hopefully you may, if you will pursue this thing, so you will get something how we have to use this AI. And thank you very much for listening me patiently. And interesting thing is, many of students are from non-computer science background, but you are listening it in very disciplined way. So again, thank you very much. Okay. So thank you to all the faculty members, researchers, those are present here. I just mentioned because majority of them are students, and this research is not, at this stage it not may be equally useful for them. So that's why. Thank you very much. If you have any quick question, because not related to this topic, your AI queries. I am doing extensive research in AI. I am aware about all the AI development, what it will be impact on our jobs, our economy. And so if you have related your question, your career related question, means AI, it will be AI related, then I will be happy to answer. If I know the answer, I will give you the answer. Especially because you have devoted your valuable time. So if you have any question, not from this talk, this presentation, you have general question, then quickly you may ask 1 or 2 questions. I will try to answer it. Exhausted? No question? I will try to quickly reply it within a seconds, not take much time. Any question like AI development or something other than this AI will create unemployment, or because we cannot leave this AI, we have to live with the AI. AI not only doing research work, AI is doing almost this, the conference, the topic of this conference was only for research. That's why our discussion was concerned to research. Yes. Eliminate karega. As I have categorically mentioned, AI is never be substitute of human. Okay, it will be substitute of only those humans which do not know the AI. Not all humans. If like she will replace you if she knows AI and you do not know AI. So that's why learn AI in your all aspects. Yes, up to some, it's a restructuring of the things like computers आए, लोगों को ऐसा लगा कि अब तो जॉब खत्म हो जाएंगे, मैनुअल पहले कागज वाले 20, अब 90% ऑफ काम धीरे धीरे AI एडॉप्शन बढ़ रहा है. Now you may heard that government is expenditure of 1,000 crore they will expenditure to implement this AI across all these men. So we cannot avoid this AI, but हाँ हमको उसके साथ नए jobs भी create. Yes, polish karte rehna hai, और I would like to advise you, because you are a student, focus on the skills like mathematics, and don't be only consumer of AI tools. Try to be like if there is any problem or improvement, so focus on those skills. You are mostly students are not taking after, they are not taking interest in mathematics, they are not learning, they are doing BTech in AI but not focusing what skills are essential for AI systems, understanding AI implementation. So always take a tough project, tough sort of task, then you will be, means you will be competent for getting the job, because now the whole scenario will be restructured. Companies are vanished overnight. Many tasks, most of the tasks are automated nowadays, day by day. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir, for a highly insightful and enriching presentation. Your expertise in research perspective has certainly given a new dimension of think about the role of AI and machine learning in scientific research and real world appreciation. As we know that now the era is AI. So the topic of our conference is also related to the artificial intelligence in AI, deep learning. So sir, expertise very well explained. So I hope you all are benefited with this. Thank you once again, sir. Now I'll request everyone to join for a lunch, and after half an hour we have next expert session. So I'll request everyone to go forward towards lunch, and then again join us in half an hour for our next session. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.